welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I hope you're all well. So I posted my first video last year to aid my healing process, and I'm back today to let you know my journey, to let you know how it's been for me so far. I'm alright. I'm okay. I've been okay. Honestly, it's been up and down, given the situation we're in, the pandemic. You know, we went into lockdown last year and we're still here. So it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Mentally, it's been up and down. Again, it's been mentally draining. I started my process last year, hoping that, you know, at this point I'll be out. But, you know, being in lockdown, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate, it's mentally draining, it's hard, but we try. Not Defeated has helped me during this lockdown, because it has opened up dialogue with a number of people who are experiencing the same thing as me. I feel like I'm not alone. I know that I'm not alone in this battle, in this journey, and it's just it's made it easier to relate to people, or to talk to people who actually just understand what I'm going through without having to go into details. I feel like I'm more aware of my triggers. I'm more aware of what I'm going through, what I'm battling. I'm aware of my feelings. I'm just aware of myself in general. I'm aware of how to handle things that could send me into a spiral. It's not the same every day. It's not easy every day. There are days that I, you know, go back into. Well, there's days that I cry, there's days that I, you know, stay at home, there's days that I just, you know, go into hiding, but I'm still aware of myself, and I'm aware of not trying to go back into that place. My routine, and do you know, it hasn't always worked, but I've been very conscious of trying to do this every day. But it's to, whenever I open my eyes, is to always just get off my bed. I try and go for a walk in the morning, just to get some fresh air, to clear my head, and you know, that just, it helps start the day. Even if I don't have anything to do, I just make sure that I'm up out of my bed and dressed and, you know, ready to do whatever. But it's just, my routine is just literally just to get up off my bed as soon as I wake up. That's the main thing. Do you know what? It's a work in progress. Body dysmorphia also came with an eating disorder, which I'm still battling. But I feel like with the body dysmorphia, you know, I started off as a size 18, 16, and now I'm a size 8, 10, and it's been consistent for a whole year. So I feel like on that aspect, I know that I'm not as big as I was before. So it's like, mentally I'm aware that I'm not the same size. The advice I'll give to people who have mental battles is, number one, obviously in your own time, when you're ready, speak to someone about it. Saying it out loud would also give you an understanding of what you're going through. Also do your research to also understand what it is you are going through and what you are battling. And then, yeah, you just have to understand what you're going through, and then try and talk to someone, and that would give you a sense of direction as to what to do next. When I'd done my first video, I identified that I had depression, anger, body dysmorphia, loneliness, but during the process I've discovered other things, you know, with my eating disorder, you mentioning something like childhood emotional neglect.
Yeah.
I don't want that to. And you know what? No, I'll say it myself here. I don't feel like I had a bad childhood. I just feel like I needed more as a child, and I wasn't given that, which has just led me to the position that I'm in now. Hence why I said there's certain things that I know will go unresolved, but I've come to understand, or I've come to an understanding that it's just something that I probably have to just let go of. And even though I don't feel like that's the right way to handle or to deal with things like that, but it's difficult, man. It's difficult being from an African household, and yeah, it's difficult to address everything. And I feel like, yeah, I've just come to a point where I've just had to understand that, yeah, do you know what, it is what it is, and there's no point me getting angry or using that energy to be angry about something that probably will never get resolved. I will probably not get the answer to. So I've just learned how to let go of things and, you know, move on rather than getting angry. So that would have I feel like it gives people, you understand more of like why I deal with things the way I deal with, you know, or why I handle things the way I handle it, like
cultural differences.
Yeah, what was my last point on the other from the other question, from the other thing, which led to me saying what I was saying before?
African parents, their perception, them not understanding, childhood.
Oh, wait, why we recorded the childhood emotional neglect?
Yeah.
But I think it was why I've come to accept that when I'm not gonna get the sorries or the, you know, the understanding that I need from them. I feel like African people, mental health wasn't a topic back then, so it's something very foreign to them. Like they're not really aware, and it's easy to say go and educate yourself and go and, you know, go and educate yourself, but at the same time they just don't have that understanding of what we go through. And you know what, I feel like a lot of them are going through their own mental battles, but they're just very unaware. And that's what
they don't know.
They just don't. Yeah, they don't know. They don't know
something.
They don't know, and it's like at this point, I feel like I owe it to myself and I owe it to my kids, to my future, to get myself right. Like the old generation, yeah, they don't.
I just basically learned how to sweep it underneath the rug, everything they're going through, really.
But then you can kind of say that I'm doing the same thing by not trying to get them to understand what I'm going through. But at the same time, I feel like I've been trying to get our parents, our African parents, or even Caribbean parents. I've been trying to talk to a lot of the older generation, and I've been trying to get them to understand what it is we're going through. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like they'll never. It's something that they'll just never. Well, some of them, because I have spoken to a lot of the older generation that kind of do understand mental health and all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not fully out. I'm still a work in progress, but every day that I speak about it, every day that I talk, it makes things even more, like, it makes it more clearer to me. I feel like I'm not taking 10 steps back or any steps back. I feel like I'm continuing to progress, no matter how little it is, like, no matter how little the effort is, or little the change may be. Like, I feel like every day that I'm still aware of my mental and I'm still aware of myself is one extra step to my healing. And I'll continue. I'm gonna continue in this process, because I feel like it can, a lot of people say, you know, it's an ongoing battle, you know, it's something that it's probably not gonna go, but I feel like it can go. I feel like I don't have to live with this for the rest of my life. I don't have to, and I don't want to. So I'm gonna always be intentional with myself and with my process, and I'm gonna try every day to, you know, even if it's kind of hard, because some days I wake up with a lot of motivation, and some days I wake up with no motivation. Sometimes I wake up and I don't want to do anything, and do you know what? That's fine. It's actually fine. If you wake up and you feel like, oh yeah, do you know what? I don't want to do anything. Don't. Actually don't. Like, just take time and just relax, and maybe like watch a movie. I wouldn't say don't relax to a point where you're deep in thought, but just don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get something done, or you have to be hella productive, or whatever it is. Even if it's you taking a walk and that was your aim, or that was your objective for the day, just make sure you get that done, and use the rest of the day to just relax and what's the word, and reflect on your process, on your journey, because that's another thing. I feel like we forget where we started and where we've come from. So it's always good to reflect on your journey, and yeah, give yourself some credit, man. Give yourself some credit, because it's not easy, but we got this, and you got this too. Thank you guys for watching. If you are going through anything similar to me, or if you're going through any mental battles, please reach out to somebody. Reach out to me. I know I'm going through my own, but honestly, I am here. I understand, and you're not alone, and you don't have to go through this alone. And remember, with life, you are not defeated.